When the curtain goes up, we see the spacious living room of late Justice Shankarrao Khoth. But it is not supposed to be a real living room because it is the set of a play. Beyond the living room set, we can see the stage curtain. On the dais, minor actors from the play are playing cards. So there is a play within the play we are watching, and preparations are on for staging this play within the play. That's the opening scene of the play Ek Shoonya Bajirao or a Nil Bajirao, a very important play in Marathi literature. Today, in the 65th episode of Granthyatra, we are going to discuss this play by C.T. Khanolkar. A warm welcome to all the viewers. Chintamani Trembak Khanolkar was born in the village Baglanchi Rai in the Vengurle block of Konkan. He managed to study up to matriculation through various schools in Vengurle, Sawantwadi and Mumbai. Initially, he managed the counter of an eatery run by his mother. Later, he worked as a staff artist at the All India Radio in Mumbai for some days. Through a unique combination of the experiences gained from life's hardships, an extremely sensitive mind, and a stellar gift for writing, Khanolkar put his stamp on the genres of theatre, novel, and poetry. His novels such as Python, Trishanku, Dark is the Night and So is the Pot became famous. In the 63rd episode of Granthyatra, we discussed his extraordinary novel Kondura. He wrote poetry by the name Arti Prabhu and published collections such as Gift of the Stars, Arms, and The Dusk and the Lamp. In the field of theatre, his plays Strange Judgment of the Circle, I Bow to Time, and a Nil Bajirao stood out because of their unique content and form. Ek Shoonya Bajirao or a Nil Bajirao was published in 1965. The well-known theatre company Rangayan staged its first performance in Mumbai in the same year. The play was directed by the well-known theatre personality Vijaya Mehta. The play's story is deceivingly straightforward. A theatre company in Mumbai travels to a small town for a performance. The story of the play they are to perform revolves around the family and acquaintances of Justice Shankarrao Khoth and their relations with each other after his death. These people approach his chair to seek justice for themselves. However, the person who claims to be the writer of this play has actually plagiarized the play. The actual writer of the play is an actor called Bajirao, known for his quirky behavior. The lead female actor of the play, Gauri, is a famous star. 10 years ago, when she had visited the same town for another performance, the erstwhile feudal lord of the region, Apparao Inamdar, had proposed marriage to her. She had then refused his offer. Yet, on learning of her arrival in town, Apparao sends her an indecent message to visit his palace for a night. The director of the play is worried that her refusal might invite Apparao's wrath and he would then disrupt the performance of the play. Gauri, on the other hand, is worried by something else. She and the others are certain that Bajirao, who is in love with her but whom she considers ugly and disgusting, would arrive to meet her. Since he is the actual writer of the play they are to perform, the writer is afraid that his secret may come out. On this backdrop enters Bajirao, an extremely whimsical character. When describing his appearance, Khanolkar writes, dark, short man, carrying a twisted stick in one hand and a violin case in the other, wearing an ill-fitting suit. When he enters, the director shouts, Bajirao! In response, Bajirao promptly declares, not the first, not the second, not even the Peshwa. I am just a Nil Bajirao. From here on, Bajirao's personality, that is a strange combination of a rebellious nature and a sharp sense of humor, begins to unfold. In the performances hosted by Rangayan, the famous theatre actor Madhav Vatve made this character memorable. In this play, Bajirao engages in conversations with the other characters, says his dialogues when acting in the play within the play, talks to the audience of the play within the play, and even speaks with his own soul and with God. Through these dialogues, he makes a commentary on life, society, and the basic instincts of human beings. In the very first scene, He narrates the tale of 5 swans. 4 swans fly away in 4 directions, but the 5th one was a stuffed toy, so he could not fly. Saying this, he suggests that the writer who has plagiarized his play is the stuffed toy. He continues with his farcical play acting. He talks to his stick, to his stolen play, and dials up his own soul. Look at this dialogue. Oh my stick, stand upright, stand straight, please stand upright. What's the use of this stubbornness? No point in being stubborn. Come, stand straight, come now. You refuse? I'll give you a top, I'll give you a car, I'll give you a horse, I'll give you dolls, I'll get you dresses, I'll get everything for you. But stand up. Obstinate. You're so obstinate. Ram can be obstinate, stone can be obstinate, Gauri can be obstinate, Chingi, Kamri, Yummy, Kami, they can all be obstinate. But you can't act obstinate. What did you say? You are not a baby anymore? Of course you are. Look, you can't even stand properly yet. And you think you are grown up? Look at you. The groom's family is here to see you. They are waiting. Stand up. My dear stick, stand upright. I am warning you. Stand up. Say, what do you want? A smacking or a chocolate? I'll tie up heaven and hell, sea and land, gods and demons, stars and storms, nectar and poison, woman and man, cat and mouse. I'll bring them before you. You are just a stick. I'm 5 feet tall. Stick! I declare a world war against you. War. A panoramic war. Stick! At times, during the course of ordinary conversation, Bajirao says something that conveys an eternal truth. When the director of the play within the play learns that the play he is staging has been plagiarized, he laments that a major value is being flouted. Bajirao responds by saying, even the bow of Lord Shiva was broken and you lament the flouting of a value? When Apparao invites him to stay at his palace so that you will make me laugh and I will laugh, Bajirao says, if people were truly happy, they would not laugh. There is no truly happy person in the world, Apparao. There's only his cloak. The play Anil Bajirao unfolds at many levels. For example, Khanolkar comments on the art of theatre through Bajirao's dialogues. At one point, Bajirao says, to forget themselves, they don the clothes hanging from the hooks and hang themselves on the hooks and then buy tickets to watch the play. At another point, he says, every single word in a tragedy should hit the audience like a pebble and bring tears to their eyes. Bajirao, who plays the outward role of a jester but who makes a pointed commentary on his surroundings at the crucial moment, also acts as a symbol of human conscience. He correctly interprets the play of emotions behind the external appearance of each person. In response to Apparao's arrogance, he says, some people pretend to wear a tiger's skin. Through his satirical dialogues, he takes off the masks worn by people. When Apparao is induced to shoot him with his gun, he says, I sincerely feel that you should hit with something that is appropriate for your stature. Perhaps it would be appropriate for you to kick with your legs. Bajirao, who flatly tells Gauri that she completely failed as an actor that day, who asks Apparao where he got his mask from, who represents the beggars and declares that it is the rich who have lost their dignity and are actually the beggars, is the prick of the conscience in everyone's mind. That is why, when Gauri knowingly decides to commit a sin, she has no choice but to silence this voice of conscience. Despite being aware that he was the only one who would protect her, she kills him. Bajirao's character fundamentally changed the concept of a hero prevalent in Marathi theatre before this play. Another characteristic of this play is the internal conflict in all its characters. Bajirao, who is considered sick and disgusting by others, is pure of heart. He has the courage to call out Apparao's immorality to his face. His love for Gauri is so true that he knowingly consumes the poison offered by her. On the other hand, The outwardly beautiful and popular Gauri is tired of the theatre world. She is seeking the thrill of killing a human being. The celebrated judge in the play within this play has denied justice to his own wife. His children, who put up a show of mourning, get engrossed in music just a couple of days after his death. Appa Rao, who is known to have killed a tiger with bare hands, who orders some poison to kill someone, and who enters the theatre carrying a gun, likes Bajirao, who is shunned by others. People in the audience who are impressed by Bajirao's acting skills, who applaud his oratory, do not hesitate to egg on Appa Rao to shoot him with his gun. This paradox reaches its height during the scene of Bajirao's death. He loses his balance because of the poison burning in his body and collapses while saying his dialogues. The audience laughs hysterically as they believe he is enacting a death scene. Through these contradictions, Khanolkar succeeds in depicting human life caught in the pincers of joy and sorrow. The search for the divine and the beastly tendencies in humans that is a hallmark of all of Khanolkar's writings is visible in this play too. Today we have with us Professor Ujjwala Bhor to talk to us more about this famous play.
अर्चना मिरजकर कृत सादर ग्रंथयात्रेच्या निमित्ताने खानोलकरांच्या 1-0 बाजीराव या नाटकाविषयी मी आपणाशी काही बोलू इच्छिते. प्रेक्षक हो, कीर्तनाने मराठी माणूस सुधारला नाही तसा तो तमाशाने बिघडलाही नाही असं मराठी माणसाबद्दल बोललं जातं. असं असलं तरी मराठी माणूस नाट्यवेडा असल्याचंही दिसून येतं. म्हणूनच आजवर अनेकविध नाटकं निर्माण होत गेली, नवनवे प्रयोग करत रूपं घेत साकारत गेली आणि या नाटकांना रसिक प्रेक्षकांकडून भरभरून दादही मिळत गेली. चिंतामणी त्र्यंबक खानोलकर यांचं 1-0 बाजीराव हे असंच रसिक प्रेक्षक समीक्षक यांची भरभरून दाद मिळालेलं एक नाटक. 28 मे 1966 रोजी प्रयोग रूपाने रंगमंचावर आलेले हे नाटक म्हणजे खानोलकरांच्या पुस्तक रूपाने आलेल्या 9 नाटकांपैकी एक नाटक. रसिको, खानोलकरांच्या कवितेतून जसा गूढतेचा प्रत्यय येतो ना, तसाच काहीसा त्यांच्या नाट्यकृतीतून आहे. या दोन्ही वाङ्मय प्रकारांतून खानोलकर मानवी अस्तित्वाचा शोध घेताना दिसून येतात. अशा शोधातून जाणवलेलं सत्य विसंगती प्रकट करण्याच्या प्रयत्नातूनच त्यांचे 1-0 बाजीराव हे नाटक आकाराला आलेले आहे. दुसऱ्या महायुद्धानंतर मानवी मनात आणि जीवनात उलथापालथ होऊन जसे अनेक बदल झाले तसे नाट्यक्षेत्रातही झाले. प्रेक्षक हो, पाश्चात्य जगतातील ॲब्सर्ड रंगभूमी, न नाट्य, शून्य नाटक अशा नवप्रवाहांची जोड मिळून आशय व रचनादृष्ट्या नवनवे प्रयोग करण्यातून प्रायोगिक रंगभूमी उभी राहिली. या रंगभूमीवर नाटके सादर करून नाट्यवाङ्मयाला समृद्ध करण्यात मुंबईच्या रंगायन या संस्थेचं जसं मोठं योगदान लाभलं ना श्रोते हो, तसंच विजय तेंडुलकर, महेश एलकुंचवार, सतीश आळेकर इत्यादींसोबतच आरती प्रभू म्हणजे चित्रम खानोलकर यांचंही योगदान लाभलं. आपल्याला माहीतच असेल, खानोलकरांचे 1-0 बाजीराव हे मराठीतील पहिले ननाट्य म्हटले जाते. कारण मानवी जीवनातील विसंगतीची जाणीव, मानवी मनाचा गूढ तळ शोधण्याची आणि आत्म्याची अनिर्बंध ओढ जाणून घेण्याची धडपड, समुच्चयात्मक मानवीपण उभे करणाऱ्या व्यक्तिरेखा, मानवी अस्तित्व विशद करणाऱ्या जीवनसदृश्य घटना, मानवी अस्तित्वाचे प्रयोजन आणि त्या संदर्भात मानवी जीवनाचा अर्थ काय असा उपस्थित होणारा मूलभूत प्रश्न या न नाट्याच्या विशेषांपैकी बहुतांश विशेष खानोलकरांच्या नाटकात दिसून येतात. याशिवाय परंपरेला छेद देणारा नायक, नाटकातील गर्भनाटकाचा प्रयोग, प्रेक्षकांचा थेट रंगभूमीवरील प्रवेश, वस्तूंचा प्रतिमात्मक वापर, भाषेची काव्यात्मकता, विनोदाला लाभलेली चिंतनाची व कारुण्याची धार, मानवी जीवनाबरोबरच नाट्यक्षेत्रावर झालेले मार्मिक भाष्य हेही या नाटकाचे विशेष म्हणता येतात बरं का. यामुळे मराठी नाट्यलेखनाला वेगळे वळण देणारे हे नाटक कला व संस्कृतीचा साचलेला प्रवाह मोकळा करणारेही ठरले आहे.
When Marathi theatre was full of lackluster love stories in the Western style, the farcical and experimental play Ek Shoonya Bajirao brought a fresh breath of life. Through its novel topic, characterization and experimentation, it gave a new challenge to the theatre. Do read Khanolkar's play Ek Shoonya Bajirao that provides new insights with every reading. We shall meet in the next episode of Granthyatra to understand some mystical poetry. Until then, keep reading.